I'm going to find the density of these two regular blocks. So we have an aluminium block here and we have a wooden block here. To find the volume of these two blocks, I could use a ruler to measure the three sides as before. So I could measure the length, the width and the height. But I can increase the precision of this experiment by using what we call digital vernier calipers. So these are vernier calipers, and if I switch it on, and then I must ensure that it's reading 0, and what you'll see straight away is that this is reading to 1/100th of a millimetre, so it's much more precise than a ruler which measures to a millimetre. So I can use this to measure the width of the block, the height of the block, and the length of the block. And I can do exactly the same for the wooden block. And what I need to do now is just convert these from being in millimetres to being centimetres, so divide by 10. But this device is much more precise than this one. It'd be wrong to say they're more accurate. They're both accurate, it's just this one is reading at a higher precision. First of all, I'm going to convert them into centimetres because I want to get the volume in centimetres cubed. So if I rewrite these, that is going to be 3.99 centimetres. Okay, so now I have the values in centimetres, I can find the volume. So the volume is going to be equal to the width times the height times the length. So in this case, I'm going to have 3.99 times by 3.00 times by 4.98. And if I put those into my calculator, I can find the volume. So I put it into the calculator and the calculator's got 59.6. I'm going to round it up to the same number of significant figures as my values here, which is 3. So that's 59.6 centimetres cubed. I'm going to do the same now for the wood one to find the volume of the wood block. And I find that the volume of the wooden block, when I round it up, is 58.0 centimetres cubed. Okay, so I now have the volumes of the block. What I need to do now is find the mass of the blocks. To find the mass of the block, I first of all place my top pan balance so it's on a nice flat surface. And when I switch it on, I make sure that it shows 0.0 before I take any readings. So I now put the aluminium block on there and I'm going to record the volume, the mass of that. And then I'm going to change it for the wooden block. So I now have, for both blocks, the aluminium and the wood, I have the mass and I have the volume. So to find the density is equal to mass over volume. So that is going to be 160.8 over 59.6. And for the wood block, the density is going to be equal to 41.5 over 58.0. So I divide 160.8 by 59.6 and this is the answer I've got. And again, I'm going to use 3 significant figures. So I've got 2.70, and that's going to be in grams per centimetre cubed. And for the wooden block, 41.5 divided by 58.0 and the density of the wooden block is 0.716 grams per centimetre cubed.